Apex has been out for 3 years and many achievements have been made throughout its history. And thinking about this made me wonder, what are the world records in Apex? Before we had any other modes, we only had King's Canyon and normal lobbies. As such, most content creators were going for high kill games for content, with Safi setting the first 30 kill game on the 10th of February 2019, not even a week after the game's release. Unlike strategies that were developed later in the kill farming scene, Safi didn't really do much respawn farming when achieving the world record. He just ran around the map looking for as many kills as possible. Funny enough, this video only has 500 views, so before today, this record was considered a piece of forgotten history. What's even better is Safi's solo kill record wasn't just that, but also the record for the highest kills by a squad at the time, with that game ending up on 38 squad kills alongside YKLOL and ProSlayer99, which I have to assume were his randoms. The next evolution on this list was Mortvius dropping a 40 kill game on the 25th of June in 2020, where he solo queued as a crypto and got into a bot lobby, running around the map and wiping up easy kills on his own with his teammates barely keeping up. This was just one of many world record attempts around this time where players would abuse the bot lobby glitches to get their own high kill games and world records. The bot lobby glitch was actually abused when some teams tried to qualify for one of the first lands, being the X Games land back in 2019, but I couldn't find a source on that, so just trust me on this. I was there. I'm the source. And whether you'd think getting these kills intentionally seeking out the bot lobby would count as a world record or not, I'll leave up to you. And of course, Denzai and John Jenk are the current world record holders for most kills as a single player at 41 kills each, with the third place record holder having 40 kills and a win. The fun fact about all of these record holders is that they were all achieved on the same day, which is the 6th of February 2022. This is because they were playing in a kill race tournament, namely Storman's Infinity Kill Race for $10,000, which operated as a normal kill race where you could play as a full squad, but the catch was the kills would only count for one person on the team, meaning that you had to boost that person's kills as much as possible. But unlike the 40 kill milestone, these all seem to be in legit lobbies, where these players had full stacks and used respawn farming to force the enemy teams to respawn their teammates, in turn leading to the record farmers getting even more kill points to their own records. As for squad kills, Weku, Jerpe, and Kuya was a Finnish stack who got the first 40 squad kills in Apex with this specific game on the 10th of July 2019. The first full squad to reach 50 squad kills was a stack consisting of Nicola, formerly on Fnatic, IPN the VTuber, and RPR, who now plays under Scars. This was achieved on the 25th of May 2019, and just like in the kill farming later in history, included dominating the lobby and respawn farming. And of course, the current full squad kill record is held by I'm Gobblesauce, I'm Macy-Un, and DGX Slum with 53 combined kills, and was achieved on the 7th of June in 2019. Also, speaking of world records, it would be really cool if you hit the like on this video so we can maybe turn this into the most liked video in Apex. Just saying, that'd be cool. Rank leagues were introduced in Season 2 and looked a little bit different than the rank system that we know today. There was no Master rank, and the ranks went from Bronze all the way through Predator at 1000 RP. When Ranked was released back on the 2nd of July in 2019, the race for Predator was on. The professional team Sentinels, consisting of Redzi, Psalms, and Xenox, grinded hard night and day to be the first Predators in Apex history, a grind that took them 6 days and about 20 hours a day to accomplish, which doesn't sound like that fast if compared to the speedruns that we have today. But keep in mind they kept running into stops every time that they ranked up into a new tier because the matchmaker had no way of filling up their lobbies. On December 5th, 2019, TermK47 was the first player to hit 100,000 kills on one account on console, followed by Apprise being the first player to hit 100,000 kills on PC. We can assume that TermK was the first player to hit 100,000 kills with one legend, but finding supporting evidence is turning out to be impossible. The most kills in 24 hours and 1,000 kills in one day were set by the same time by Diegosaurus, who after a 22-hour-long bender had gotten himself 1,010 kills by farming kills and just overall pushing everything that he saw. Though in the last few hours, Diegosaurus had lost his steam and was describing himself as dead while making a lot of rookie mistakes. Of course, I'm going to have to insert myself here with a worthy mention of me being the only person insane enough to try and trump that, which I did 21.5 hours later with 1,027 kills of my own on April 4th, 2021. Just like Diego, all of the steam left my potty after I beat my goal, and instead of pushing farther to get even more kills before the 24-hour mark, I turned off the stream and I went to bed. The single most viewed Apex Legends video on YouTube is the Season 4 Assimilation launch trailer, which introduced the new legend Revenant, clocking in at 14.5 million views, with the Season 5 trailer following shortly after. As for the most viewed YouTube video by a YouTuber, we have Lazarbeam's One Chest Challenge, where he could use only the loot from the first chest that he dropped on to get a win, and it did take him a few tries before succeeding. This video is sitting at just about over 12 million views, and while this is a pretty common challenge nowadays, this video aired on March 23rd, 2019 and was groundbreaking at the time. The most viewed Apex clip on Twitch was this clip of Japanese streamer FPS Shaka, where he seems to be getting some type of seizure and collapsing. Shaka will later clarify on Twitter that this had happened about 10 times more in the past, especially when he had morning meetings at his previous job. It seems to be an intolerance to orthostatic blood pressure drops. To put that simply, it's when you black out from standing out too fast or from lack of exercise. On December 13th, 2020, Lou managed to hit the milestone for the first single player to reach 100,000 RP points, and making him the highest ranked Apex predator of all time. He was putting down insane hours to hit this goal because ranked had a kill cap, and one win in Predator capped out at a maximum positive 165 RP. This record was later met by Chaotic Much, who grinded to 100,000 RP on March 15th, 2022, almost 2 years later. And while some could argue that this was a little bit less impressive with a soft cap on your kills, you still needed to get 9 kills every game and win if you want to get the plus 165 RP as Lou got to be able to reach 100,000 RP once you hit 34,000 RP or higher. It's Timmy turned a lot of heads as he grinded to fame by continuously grinding more and more damage, starting from 4,000 and 5,000 damage games and even up to 6,000 damage, but he's most remembered for his own damage record that he hit on the 17th of February 2021, which is also the standing solo queue damage world record at 9,069 damage, and by the way, nice. His damage world record was triumphed by YouTuber ReikiFought, who got 10,864 damage in a single match on May 19th, 2021, but unlike Timmy, ReikiFought was playing in a full squad that helped him with cover, ammo, loot, and more, and ReikiFought himself commended Timmy and considered his record far more valuable. The highest recorded kill-death ratio with a significant amount of kills that I could find is held by Forever Shredded 8, who reached 100,000 kills with a kill-death ratio of 25.75. And this has to do with him not losing a lot of games, because if you don't lose a game in Apex, it doesn't count as a death, which inflates your kill-death ratio by a lot. Well-known YouTuber Zilbrad seemed to make it his life's mission to grind out as many community-based world records as possible. Now, whether these would count or not are up to you guys in the comments, but let's just dive into it. On the 7th of July 2020, Zilbrad queued up with his Discord server in Armed and Dangerous Evolved, having all of them drop near him and setting up mobile respawn beacons to continue respawning each and every one in the server over and over again, and letting Zilbrad kill them to maximize just how many kills would be possible. Zilbrad walked out of this with the world record of 272 kills in one Apex match. On the 8th of August 2020, Zilbrad played with 2 other premates and queued into normal lobbies, punching everyone that they saw out and getting the record for most melee kills in a game, with 14 kills for Zilbrad and 19 kills for the squad overall. Zilbrad followed up on a kill record on the 2nd of November the same year, when Shadow Royale was on the playlist. Finished players would get sent back as a shadow, and every time they died it would count as a kill. Zilbrad saw an opportunity and took it with the help of his community, and together they formed a new kill record of 591 kills. On the 17th of March 2021, Zilbrad Q-sniped with his community, aiming to get as many heat shields and staying alive for as long as possible. This was at a time where heat shields could be crafted, and by Zilbrad and his community spamming heat shields, they managed to get a survival time of 124 minutes and 29 seconds, meaning that they managed to stay alive for 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 29 seconds. You could really say that 2021 was the year of its Timmy, because not only did he get his damage record this year, but this was also the year that he became the first ever player to solo queue all the way from Bronze to Predator in one livestream on the 17th of August. This event took him a whopping 54 hours and cemented his place in Apex Legends history. This event was followed by an immense amount of copycats, which spawned the Solo to Master stream category. And this isn't Solo to Predator, because while this was impressive, Timmy really only soloed to Master because you just needed a little over 10,000 RP to get Predator, as there weren't that many existing Predators at a time. And if you grind Bronze to Predator in the middle or the late season, you need to not only get 10,000 RP, but maybe 20 or 30,000 RP, and it just gets very, very conflated over time. As for the fastest Battle Royale win, there's a bug going around where only 1 or 2 squads spawn in, leading to some ridiculously fast wins under 20 seconds. But obviously we're going to have to attribute the fastest BR win to Enmoose, who killed a few teams while all the lobby was fighting each other and cleared the whole lobby in 6 minutes and 35 seconds on the 31st of March 2021. On September 28th, 2021, Japanese streamer Kato Junichi broke the record for most concurrent viewers in one Apex stream, peaking at over 221,000 viewers as he was playing ranked. This was part of June's challenge to reach Master in 3 days with the help of the streamer and the pro community, and it obviously hit this peak when it hit Master. Moving on, Sleepdog became the first player to reach 200,000 kills on one account in Apex on the 31st of October 2021. On January 12th, Abusing R2 made history of being the first player to get 200,000 kills on one single legend, and out of all legends, that happened to be on Mirage. Japanese pro player Kurihara holds a standing world record for fastest bronze to Master in one stream, which took him 20 hours and 1 minute, and he finished his grind on the 5th of February 2022. A quick side note, I have been made aware of other records being faster, but very many of these had pauses in between or were split up across different days, so they don't really count. And this just came in with the change of how ranked works and with the uncapped kill points. TSM Verholz managed to do a solo to Master stream in just 12 hours and 47 minutes, taking him a total of 49 games and making him the current world record holder. When Scout of Action released, the gaming merchant made a challenge that whoever could beat his Scout of Action score and get the highest points would get an heirloom. This prompted an arms race to be the fastest, with user Voorhees clearing a Scout of Action score of 154 hits with 100% accuracy on the 2nd of April 2022. IMC armories on storm points have up to 8 waves. The higher the amount of waves that you clear in a minute, the more rewards you will get. Up until recently, if you beat all the 8 waves under a minute, a gold ball with 3 golden items would spawn. I was actually first, and as far as I'm aware, the only one to clear all of the 8 waves completely solo, and this was achieved on the 13th of May 2022. And again, you can't do this anymore because they patched the gold ball out. The current Apex Legends kill leader is, again, Sleepdog, who has over 255,000 kills and playing on the PlayStation. The most RP grinded by one player is E6 Slayer's last split, where he got over 110,000 RP. And those are all the Apex world records. If I missed any, make sure to let me know in the comments. If you want to learn about 37 things that you don't know about Apex, check out the video on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.